And we're going to be starting here in Nigeria on the first newspapers. It says right there, of course, you can see the APC's candidate 2023. My criteria for state police if elected president. And that's from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress here in Nigeria. Yoruba Nation rally, court indicts police in Jumoke Oyelakin's death. I'll address insecurity as my priority if elected president, and that's from Peter Obi, the Labour Party candidate, urges electorate to vote patriotic Nigerian. Ogun State PDP holds court-ordered primaries as Jimmy Lawal emerges party's governorship candidate. We can also find Atiku's comment on northernizing presidency, a threat to Nigeria's unity. That's from the River State governor in southern part of Nigeria, Nyesom Wike. He urges the PDP to apologize to Nigerians over presidential flag bearers' utterances. And we can also find here 2023 why Atiku should step down and endorse me, and that's from Tinubu. This is funny because these two persons, can arguably be said to have, had these presidential aspirations for at least a decade. One of them, of course, has been pretty subtle about it because he was governor. The other one was vice president, and of course, over time has contested, once or twice. So it's funny, asking, someone who, just like you, of course, is in his 70s. This is maybe his last opportunity to become president if he will be president. Same thing with yourself, who's, also in your 70s. And maybe also is your last, opportunity to ever be president. And I'm saying this because of health concerns, that have also been stated by, concerned citizens. So it's funny asking, the other person to step down for you.
I mean, it's politics, right? Nothing is quite surprising. Every candidate thinks that they're a better candidate than the other. Their supporters think that their candidate is better. In all fairness, recently, Kenneth Okonkwo was asked, what he would say to Atiku and Abubakar or something in that light. And he said he would ask them to step down for Peter Obi. Everybody would throw their weight behind their candidate.
But here's it's different here. So Kenneth Okonkwo, who we're going to be speaking with later, would say that in the interest of Nigeria, because he believes that this is the best candidate for Nigeria. But the argument can be said for these other two.
Why?
So
why don't they think that it's the best candidate for a new Nigeria?
Because if you look at the journey that they have been in the fight for this seat in Aso Rock, the little angles here and there point to it being more of a personal ambition. It's not I'm doing this for Nigeria.
Well,
we'll talk about
that's an argument that can go either way.
Sometime this morning we'll talk about it. Atiku kicks as thugs attack PDP rally in Kaduna. Also, ex-Governor Hedioa made viral phone calls. Imo State government insists. Just one more before we go. Nigerians, it's time to take back our country. Dati Baba Ahmed, Obi's running mate, says.
All right, still staying in Nigeria, let's look at the Blueprints newspaper. Jagaban meets Atiku at Kaduna Airport and says, step down for me. It's payback time. Tinubu tells ex-VP in Yoruba language. That would mean Emilokon. It's my time or something similar. Well, that's a catchphrase they've used over time. Page 13, gunmen attack Kogi Church, kill 2 in just cause. Not again. Page 22, oil theft. Nigeria's economy at verge of collapse, says Pengasan boss. ASU strike caused our drift in global rankings, says Unizik Vice Chancellor. Student jailed for stealing handset in Ondo on page 15. On the 23rd page, we have Moody to review long-term deposit ratings of 9 Nigerian banks. Flood destroys 257 health facilities, schools in Jigawa. At some point in the show, we'll still be looking at the current flood crisis which Nigeria is experiencing, that a lot have said that is so far seeming to be the worst flood crisis that the country has experienced in a decade. World Egg Day. Have you ever heard of World Egg Day?
No, I haven't.
Insecurity storm destroy poultry farms, and this is by farmers. Oh, wow. World Bank to tackle global food insecurity with $30 billion. Shutdown of Zamfara broadcast stations, threat to democracy on page 14. And final story this morning, we have over 7 years, we've met people's expectations. And this is according to the president of Nigeria, Buhari. He says, I'm proud to bequeath legacies to my successor. Naira now 742 naira to $1. Oshibajo gives recipe. Well, we're still looking at some issues concerning the economy much later on in the show. Let's move away from Nigeria.
It's also interesting how you read those stories back to back, because one person is talking about legacies, the other person is talking about the exchange rate, 700 plus. All right, let's go to South Africa and see what we can find on the Sowetan. As South Africa, a shameful kiddies death factory. How many more must die? At a rate of about 3 a day, 549 children, some not even a year old, were murdered in the first half of this year. This is shocking.
That's heart-wrenching.
Also, SMMEs get slice of 26 billion rand cake. We can also find here thumbs down for Flabber dossier idea. Disgust at news that killer plans to make film on his death. And of course, you can see a picture of some of the kids. It's just really, really sad. Of course, who have been victims to one form of violence or the other in South Africa. Really, really sad.
Very.
But yeah, these are the stories on the Sowetan this morning. I think we're going to move to Tanzania now.
All right, let's see what's happening in Tanzania. Looking at the Citizen newspaper on the front page, five firms fined 21 billion shillings over Swala takeover. The Fair Competition Commission has ordered 5 energy firms to pay $8,980,328 in administrative fines for conducting an acquisition deal involving Swala Oil and Gas Tanzania without really notifying the watchdog. Now, at the top of the paper, we have UNDP announces 1.6 billion shillings grant for innovative startups, how contradictory laws are affecting girls' lives, and Samia, we are making Kigoma strategic region. Final story here, population, what is the best development model? That's the question that's been asked in Tanzania.